What up, y'all? Welcome to my Martinsville preview for the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series. Gonna be an exciting week. Another week of our short track racing, a really true iconic short track in Martinsville. Looking forward to breaking down all three series. This isn't gonna be too long an episode. I really just want to give you my thoughts on the race, break down stages, and just how I think the race will play out, and then give you some of my favorites from the races. We got 33 entries for the Truck Series, some notable entries. William Sawalch in the number one Tricon Garage truck. Also, Sammy Smith in the 7 Spire truck. Also, Ken Walker's a really good Australian supercar driver coming over for at least one race for now, as we know, in a 66 Thor Sport Racing truck. It's a Ford truck. He's a Ford driver. There's a lot of excitement for this guy to see how he does. I do think this race will be wild, but I know I've heard that road course guys are really good at short tracks, and they adapt the quickest because there's a lot of braking, and road course guys are good at braking, so I'm excited to see how he does. And then also Jack Wood in the 91 truck. I think McAnally, Hilgeman Racing. It's only 33 entries, so everyone will make the race. No one will be cut, so that's always great for all those team owners. The truck race, it'll be around 7:30-ish. Green flag, 7:41. 250 laps, stage 1, 50 laps, stage 2, 150 laps, last stage, 150 laps. I think it's a long John Silver 200. Boy, I think this race will be good. Last year's race, I think they ran the rain tires at. Corey Hine won. He dominated that race. Kyle Busch was in that race, but there was no match for Corey Hine. When we look at the Truck Series race, I think it's going to be a good short track race. Last year, I believe Corey Hine won the race. They started off in wet winter tires. It was damp conditions. He just dominated that race. Kyle Busch had no match for him. I think this race will be good. They don't have as much respect in this series, especially at short tracks. There's going to be a lot of bumping, banging, no respect given type racing, which should lead to exciting racing. You know, when I look at Ken Walters, I'm worried it may not be the most clean racing. Now, I think they do bang around sometimes in that series, so I do think they'll be used to it. But, when I look at some contenders, I got to look at Ty Majeski. I'm going to look at Corey Hine. I also look at Ben Rhodes. I know he's a good short track driver. Also, Sammy Smith. I mean, he's a very good short track driver, too. He'll have some much needed experience. But when I look at picks for this race, I'm going to go right to it. Corey Hine. I think he's good. He's already won a race this year so far. And I see his experience at this race and this track to be very necessary. I got him winning this race. Now we get to the Xfinity Series. 39 entries for 38 spots. There is a Dash for Cash. The Dash for Cash drivers are Chandler Smith, Eric Almirola, Jesse Love, and Parker Clearman. Some notable entries. In the 19 car, we got Tanner Gray for Jacobs Racing. Also in the 20 car, we got Eric Almirola back for Jacobs Racing. And then in the 26, we got Corey Hine is back. Oh boy, he's good here. Like in the truck. And he had a great run last week. And then also Matt Madano in the Viking Motorsports number 38. And I'm not sure, it's not on this list, but Carson Quaffle, who drives for the Car Store Series for Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s team, he's making his Xfinity Series debut in number 88. That'll be exciting to see. That's all, short tracks is all he ran. We'll see. The Xfinity Series is a legit series. I mean, I think he'll struggle, especially with the car, especially with a low amount of practice, but that'll be definitely a storyline to follow for this weekend. So this race is around 7:30 on Saturday night race, 2 back-to-back night races. Stages, stage 1, 60 laps, stage 2, 60 laps, last stage, 130 laps. If I get my Dash for Cash picks, I'm going Eric Almirola. He has more experience. I know, next gen car is different, the Cup car is a little bit different. Now, I do think that the Gen 6 car is a lot closer to the Xfinity Series car. But I do think experience matters. He was close at Richmond. I do still think that Chandler Smith is going to be his biggest competition, but also Jesse Love. Those two guys, you don't know. Jesse Love's never driven an Xfinity Series car, I believe, at Martinsville, so it's going to be a learning curve for him. I'm not even sure ARCA races in Martinsville. I'm not sure about that one. And then Parker Clearman, I think they're all 4 of them are very talented race car drivers. I just think that the Joe Gibbs Racing guys in Eric Almirola, the experience and the faster race car, I think is going to prevail him. But that'll be really exciting to watch, an additional storyline. But we look at race picks. We look at Toyota. We all look at the Joe Gibbs Racing cars, but Chandler Smith, I don't know, Sean Creed has been good here, but he's struggling right now. There's no confidence. There's no momentum for him. I'm a little worried about him. But I would look at Chandler Smith being a factor, Eric Almirola being the two top guys for Toyota. And then I'm really going to throw in Corey Heinen for Sam Hunt Racing. I think I could actually see him winning because he's so good. And like I didn't know how fast those Sam Hunt cars were. But after last week at Richmond, I feel very confident he could run top 10, top 5. And then the Chevys, I look at Junior Motorsports calling, they're good. But I don't know if they have the, crop of drivers to talent behind the wheel to, AJ Allmendinger has running really good here. Road course guy. S3G, going to be a new track for him, but also now a road course guy. But then Josh Williams, we'll see there. But I still see Junior Motorsports. I mean, Justin Allgaier is so good here. Sammy Smith has shown some good runs here. Sam Mayer. And then you got to talk about Carson Kvapil. How will Carson Kvapil run? That'll be exciting. I think, those guys, Chevy-wise, it's going to be Junior Motorsports up front. And then Ford-wise, we have to look at Stuart Haas. I mean, they're not only two for their freaking cars. We'll see about Max Baudel. I don't know. He actually ran pretty good. I think top 24 in the Xfinity Series race. So that was a good run for him. But, we got to see Cole Custer. He's run really well here. And then also Riley Herbst. So those are the two guys I guess you got to watch out for. I mean, I'm always going to pick those two guys when it comes to the Xfinity Series. Because there's only like 3 or 4 Fords in the freaking Xfinity Series. When you look at Xfinity Series picks, I'm going Justin Allgaier. Experience, he won here last year. He's good here. The Junior Motorsports car, Chevy's always good here in the Xfinity Series. I still think his biggest threat is going to be Eric Almirola in the Jogos Racing car. And also, I really feel confident about Corey Heim running really well here. But I think Justin Allgaier will get her done in the Dew Wipes 250. Cup Series, 37 entries, only one open car will make it. The 15 will be Cass Growley again. The 16, Josh Williams is back. And then the 66, which I think is Timmy Hill Racing, will be to be decided. We'll see how those guys. Josh Williams has not run super great in really anything. He had a good finish last weekend in the Xfinity Series, but he needs something good to happen. So hopefully he can run well here. I don't expect much from in a calling car. The rest, as you know, are the regular 36 entries. Sunday's race is around 3 o'clock. Green flag 3:11. Stage 1, 80 laps. Stage 2, 100 laps. Last stage, 220 laps. LA is a cookout 400. They shortened the spring race to 100 laps. Xfinity 500 is 500 laps the traditional way. So we look at the top contenders in this race. We got to look at the Toyotas like always. Denny Hamlin, Jogos Racing. Christopher Bell has won here. Mark Truex has won here multiple times. Denny Hamlin, I believe, has won here 5 times. I think Mark Truex 2 times. Christopher Bell 1 time. Ty Gibbs has always been, he's a talented guy. You always got to look out for him. Look at Chevys. We got to look at Hendrick Motorsports. All 4 of them are going to be contenders. They hold this place at high value. They've seen some of their best moments and some of the most tragic moments at this race. It's the 40th anniversary. They're running these special paint schemes. It's this like a reddish color, shiny. It's really, really cool. I'm not sure it matches the best with their sponsorships, but it's really unique. They're all kind of matching. So I think there's going to be a lot of urgency on this event to win this event. Kyle Larson won this event last year. Now, he didn't dominate that race, but I do think, man, when there's a big deal, when there's a big milestone coming up, it always seems like Hendrick Motorsports finds a way to, make it happen on that special day. And this is a big week for Hendrick. This is probably as big as a day 200 for them because this track means a lot to them. And then in the Ford camp, I got to look at, there's a lot more, I think there's a lot more variety in the Ford camp, in my opinion. We got to look at Penske, RFK, Brad's won here 2 times. Chris Buescher's run decent here. Team Penske, Ryan Blaney, another guy who's won here, won this race. He won the fall race here, dominated that race, outclassed Denny Hamlin. He's always run really, really well here. Joey has run well here before, too. Austin Cindric, I don't see much. He's never going to give me hope. But also, I think this is another week. Well, maybe we can throw the entire Stuart Haas bunch in there, too, because they all have short track backgrounds. They haven't won a gosh dang race yet. None of them really have besides Chase Briscoe, but they've run well. I believe Ryan Preece, he led 151 laps. He won the pole, I believe, for this race last year. He led 151 laps, had a penalty on pit road, and that just threw the race out. So I don't know. This is the new short track package is we're using, but I don't see much improvement from that freaking package. I think it's going to be hard to pass, shifting the banner, mistakes. You won't see many mistakes in this freaking race. We'll see. I hope it's good. We'll see what tire. I don't exactly know what tire they're bringing. Hopefully it wears. That's important. We go to picks. This is a wild pick I'm going after here. And this may look really dumb, but I'm going with Josh Berry. He showed some speed in that Martinsville race. And he has a gosh dang good crew chief in freaking Ronnie Childers. He's very good in the short tracks. He's won in this track in an Xfinity Series car. And I think this is a track that the Fords have down as one of their better tracks in this next-gen car. And I'm going with Josh Berry. I feel confident about it. Now, look, I don't bet. So you're never going to have me bring up betting stats. It's more off like my opinion and my brain and what I feel and what I know. I do think I need to, in the future, need to do a better job of bringing some stats in. I just don't know the best website to go for that. But that's my plan. Well, thank you guys for watching. It was hopefully a quick episode. I don't know. After I edit all this, we'll figure out 2 night races. Friday night race for trucks. Saturday night race for Xfinity. And then a normal afternoon race from the Cup Series. Excited to see you. Excited to talk about them all. Besides that, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you again. Goodbye.